All right, so Mike Truey leads the way with the Serpent, then Drake, Denny, Wheeler, and Bornhorst top 5. Mike Truey, a double-up champion in 2007. And now Drake and Denny get together. Drake slides back a spot. He's now 3rd. Tanner Denny with Team Associated. Drake with the Mugen. Bornhorst and Techno. He is 4th. Martin Beyer now moving up. Beyer with X-Ray, orange and blue. And upside down is our former leader, our TQ of this one. Not TQ, but pole sitter for the B-main event. Sliding on the backside to the double. Everybody just pulls full. Off the back straightaway, working the backside now. Tanner Denny leading the way. Adam Drake and then Bornhorst, 2nd and 3rd. And I've got Savoya with hot bodies. And then Rivkin. Rivkin tries to push to the inside. They touch. Tanner Denny loses the lead in the 7-pack. Adam Drake back to the front. Front side, front side, front side. Other way, other way, other lane, other lane, other lane. Three laps in, Drake, Bornhorst, Tanner Denny, Spencer Rivkin, Renault Savoya. Drake 1.6 up on Bornhorst. Drake working to the front side, out through the switchback in that Mugen MBX 7. Double, double. Nearly a clean 7-pack section there. Bornhorst, then Tanner Denny, Rivkin, Martin Beyer, Savoya, the Serpent of Truey right there. All right, so 3:15 in, 26:45 remaining on the clock. Bornhorst to the front. Looks like Drake, a rough lap coming here, if I'm seeing this correct. Drake looks 3rd. Rivkin on the outside. Drake has inside position, and now Rivkin gets right into his back door. And now Rivkin stuffs the pipe coming off the back straightaway. Truey moves up a spot, and he is 3rd. So I've got Bornhorst with Techno in the yellow and red. Tanner Denny with Team Associated. Then the Serpent, yellow and blue, of Mike Truey. Martin Beyer with X-Ray headed up the hill through the triple. Now he has a little problem. And Renault Savoya with hot bodies through the line. Behind that, it's Drake, Rivkin, Wheeler, Glancy, Ornament, and Pavitas. That's down to 11th, and Cole Ogden. And now Pavitas with a 44.4, so he drops a little bit right there. Joe Bornhorst leading the way by just a second. Tanner Denny in the 2 slot. Those guys moving into the 7. Tanner all the way out there on the edge. Ooh, what a nice line there from Truey. Truey can do that every lap. He'll find himself in that AE main soon enough. Bornhorst at the line with a 38.7, 38.8 from Tanner, 38 flat from Truey. Martin Beyer, 2.4 back to transfer at this point. Adam Drake, then Rivkin, Savoya, Josh Wheeler, Carson Wernemont, Josh Glancy. That's down through 10. Ogden and Pavitas battling for 11th. Then Kyle Johnson, Billy Fisher, and Tyler Vick. Look at this pack of cars coming here through the switchback section. Now Rivkin gets turned around, and he's going to lose about 5 or 6 spots right there. Leader makes the turn, coming to the front side. Bornhorst, 38.9. On power through that right-hander onto the front straightaway. And you can just see those, the front inside tire just balloon up as the load goes to the outside. Down the backside, Drake, Rivkin, Savoya, Delancey, Warnemont right there. Oh, Savoya, that's a nice move right there. In through that little switchback section, he takes the inside straight line, but now he gets tapped. And Warnemont is a little bit into teammate Rivkin. Rivkin started with Nitro back in the day. A long time ago, it feels like. Got away from it, got back into electric. Has become a top-level driver for Team Associated, and now at the Nitro Challenge trying to fight for an A main position. Rivkin in the blue and purple, right behind Warnemont, teammates right there with Team Associated. Coming through the 7-pack. And now up through that uphill triple. Battle for 4th and 5th. Front side, watch out. Tanner Denny 3rd, Martin Beyer. Another 1.3 back from a transfer, then Drake 4/10 back, Wheeler 5/10 behind. Warnemont 2 behind, Rivkin a second back, half a second back to Glancy, 2 back to Savoya, 1.7 back to Ogden, another 1.4 back to Pavitas, then Fisher, Vick, and Kyle Johnson. So Bornhorst, first one to come in for fuel. Here we go. 7:15 in. Casey Pack has him up on the blocks and a flame out. Bornhorst with a flame out. They get him re-fired. They're still trying. And back down and away. So Bornhorst, your leader no longer, as he finds himself in about 5th or 6th position. Now keep in mind these guys are going to have to come in for fuel. A lot of the guys coming in here on this lap, so after fuel stops come all the way around, Bornhorst probably going to be about 3rd or 4th overall, but that flame out definitely hurt him. Adam Drake inherits the lead. Spencer Rivkin is 3rd. Josh Wheeler pulls it out wide, so Wheeler in for fuel. Back down and away, that Proline fuel stick. Working magic for those guys. Onto the backside they go. Adam Drake, newly to Team Mugen, Novorossi and Proline. Double, double, double. Makes it look way too easy. Truly looks great through that section as well. So it is completely fitting that Drake and Truey are your 2 leaders. 3rd place right now is, I think, Bornhorst again. Oh, watch out. Oh, no, and Drake broke. Drake cased or landed wrong on that right side double. And while leading, he is off the track. Don't know if it's a wheel nut. They're running back like it might be just a wheel nut that came loose. Taking a quick look at it. Now they're looking for a wheel nut. Unbelievable. As your leader working the right side. So they got a wheel nut. They're putting that wheel back on, but man, with this level of competition, Drake going to be out of contention for the top 3. So no Drake in the A-Main and Pro Buggy this year. Beyer gets out of sorts and loses a couple more spots on the backside. So after that, cycles back around. 9:45 in. I've got Mike Truey leading the way by 1.9. Tanner Denny another 4/10 back. Carson Warnemont 7/10 back from Denny. Drake back out and running once again. Bornhorst, 2 back from Truey. Tanner Denny, another second behind. Warnemont, 2/10 back. Wheeler, another 6/10 behind. Then Rivkin a second. Beyer, 7/10. Those of you on liverc.com can see absolutely how close, tight together these guys are knitted. From second all the way down to 8th. Seems like just tenths. Then a little bit of a break of 5 to Seboya, Vic, Fisher, Ogden, Pavitas again. Very close together. Those last 3 working into the 7 right there. Pavitas with his familiar colors of white, red, and blue. Losi there for Pavitas. He makes the turn on the back right corner and comes to the front. Pavitas, Fisher, Ogden. Those 3 cars all separated by 1.4 seconds. All 3 Losis. Mike Truey, your leader with Serpent. Tanner Denny, team associated, 3.3 behind. Beyer, another 2.5 back. Then Wheeler just a 10th behind. Oh, look at that. Warnemont powering through. So Warnemont up to 4th now. Beyer in the orange and blue. That's 3rd place. Beyer all kinds of out of shape. Warnemont trying to take advantage but can't. Warnemont a lot of speed through that berm turn. And coming back to the front side, Warnemont pulling all kinds of trigger. Inside, outside, back to the inside, and makes the pass. And that's the perfect line through that step up to the inside right there. And you can see that thing load up on the front. So brakes dialed in perfectly. Able to slow that vehicle, but still have steering. So setup looking good for Warnemont in the all-white associated. White wheels, black wing. Double, 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 single. Warnemont up into that top 3. Wheeler now a 2.5 back. Bornhorst 1.2 back. Then Rivkin a second behind. Beyer lost a bunch right there. Martin Beyer 4 spots down on lap number 20. 13 minutes in, 17 minutes remaining. Good battle of Wheeler and Warnemont through the front side. That's for that final transfer position. Tanner Denny kisses the pipe up on the back straightaway. Tanner Denny with yellow rim, signature colors for Tanner with yellow to orange to blue. With that new associated prototype buggy. They were here with another prototype. Uh-oh. Getting together. I think that's Warnemont that gets into Wheeler. And Warnemont a little bit in front of Wheeler at this point through the triple up top. Through the front side they go, hanging it all out through that sweeper onto the front straight. Wheeler in the X-ray, Warnemont in the associated. Truey leading the way in Serpent, he's 3 up. Bornhorst another 3 down to Tanner Denny. Warnemont, Wheeler, Rivkin. That's about a 4-way battle for that final transfer position. Those guys into the 7-pack here. Truey, your leader in the yellow. At the line, 38.6 right there. Fast lap overall is Warnemont with a 37.5. There's Tanner Denny, Carson Warnemont, and Wheeler. Keep an eye right there on the left side through the step up. Warnemont in the all-white. Through the rhythm section. And now the switchback. Wheeler, a little bit wider on that exit than Warnemont. Warnemont looks real good. Double, 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 single. Wheeler goes singles through the last half of that section, and so stretches out the advantage, does Warnemont. Coming in for more fuel, Tanner Denny. Up on the rocks, fuel comes in, and gone. So Tanner Denny has fuel for the next few minutes. Warnemont rolls it over at the end of the front straightaway. So that's going to give Rivkin a spot. Wheeler, new leader. So Wheeler in the X-Ray, my new leader, and then that Serpent driven by Mike Truey, a former champion in the Nitro Challenge. Former national champion as well, and now Truey cases the triple. And Rivkin trying to get into pit lane, but he had the wrong line there. He jumped to the inside and then said, well, wait a minute, I'm supposed to come in for fuel. I'm just going to drive right through your line. So they bumped and fought for a little bit, and then Rivkin finally got over. Tanner Denny, new leader. Truey, and then Wheeler. Freight training through that short chute section, makes the turn. Truey, the fastest of the three, through the 7-pack again. I said before Adam Drake had that mishap that Drake and Truey seem to have that section the best, and now a problem for Truey. The car just goes left. He still has steering. Don't know if he caught a rock. Not really a lot of rocks on this track, but he landed, and the car went left. So Truey on that right side triple landed it just fine. Car just takes off into the hay bale. Not really on heavy power, just like that he had no connection to the steering. So we'll keep an eye on that. Maybe a steering servo, hopefully not. Mike Truey's been driving amazingly well right here in this one. I would hate to see it end. He just got real lucky, so luck on his side, hopefully. Truey, 2007 Buggy and Truggy champion at the Nitro Challenge. That was the first year in Arizona for the big race. Tanner Denny leading the way, 4/10 up on Wheeler. Those guys working through the triple on the backside. Tanner with Team Associated, Wheeler with Team X-Ray, FX Power right there. Then Warnemont. Warnemont in the all-white. Double, 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 single. And I like the way the traction is shaping up. We are going to put water down continuously after each and every main event. Down the front side, Tanner Denny, a little bit of a bobble coming on that lander. And Wheeler really could have pushed it right there and made an outside pass, but he decided not to. Probably smart, trying to get a top 3, not a top spot. Really doesn't matter that much, considering it's a 45-minute main. And Wheeler still right up there on the back door of Tanner Denny. They touch, Wheeler falls back a little bit. Tanner Denny, Josh Wheeler, Carson Warnemont, top 3. Rivkin, Truey, top 5. Bornhorst, Ogden, Martin Beyer, Pavitas, and Billy Fisher. 18:45 and 11:15 remaining on the clock now. Let me give you the overall. Tanner Denny, Josh Wheeler, Carson Warnemont. Those 3 cars separated by 9/10 of a second. Spencer Rivkin, 4.5 back. Truey, another 2.3. Bornhorst, 4/10 back. Ogden, 7/10. Beyer, another 1.9. Then 3.9 back to world champion Mark Pavitas. Then Billy Fisher, 1.3 behind. Vic, 6 back. Savoya, 6 back. Drake, then 29 behind. Kyle Johnson, another 7 behind. And Josh Glancy, the only one off the track early. And while I went through that list, the top 3 even closer now. 8/10 from first to third. Fisher by the line. Here comes Drake in for fuel. Tyler Vick. Look at those leaders. Carson Warnemont, the all-white. A little bit wide. The others go a little bit tighter on that lander. Through the front side, Warnemont, Wheeler, and Tanner Denny. Let's see on that backside triple. See if they're all in the air at the same time. Nope, they're not going to be now. Wheeler, a little problem on that step up. Another great three-car battle on the backside. That's Rivkin, Truey, and Ogden. That's the battle for fourth. 2015 in, 9:45 to go, less than 10. Remaining here in race number 28. A-mains to come. Make sure you get your sponsor sheets turned back in. Warnemont, 3.4 better than Wheeler right now. Tanner Denny another second behind him. Wheeler and Denny working back into this little on-road section here. Left, right, tight left again. And now working into the 7. The Warnemont bumped into this main event. Josh Wheeler started 4th, Tanner Denny started 3rd. Rivkin started 9th, he's 3.5 back from an A-main. Cole Ogden another second behind. Mike Truey then 2.8 back. 21:15 in and 8 minutes, now 35 seconds to go. So we will see our final round of fuel stops here shortly. Anybody that fuels at this point should be able to go the rest of the way home. Mark Pavidis and Tyler Vick. Renault Savoyana, the 3.8 back. There's Warnemont, keeps it out. Warnemont, that prototype associated buggy. Same essential buggy that they ran at the Worlds. Wheeler, top 2, Tanner Denny 3rd. Last time by 38-1, 38-2 for those two drivers. Wheeler without that signature yellow on the front, so kind of darker colors with white wing, white rims, making the turn, and now Tanner Denny upside down. That's going to bring everybody else a little bit closer. Spencer Rivkin on the inside. Oh, Rivkin grabbed a whole bunch of brake to not get into Tanner. Through the front side they come. Josh Wheeler through the backside. Triple. And Drake a problem. Maybe another wheel coming off. Unbelievable. So twice in one main event. Watch out, watch out. Drake gonna try to get that thing fixed and back out again. Here comes Savoyana. And he's now got fuel to go the rest of the way. There's Bornhorst back out. Warnemont in and out for fuel. Wheeler a quick stop. Wheeler does have that yellow on the front, just hidden by the wheels most of the ways around the track. Backside, Rivkin, you can see that's going to be for position. Rivkin in the blue and purple associated in the X-ray. The yellow and black for Josh Wheeler. Through the short chute, coming into the 7. Who's got it? Oh, Wheeler gets out of sorts. And Rivkin gets turned around. Wheeler to the inside, picks up the spot. Josh goes a little bit wide right there. It's the line that we saw Ty Tessman run in the main event last night in truck. Now Spencer comes in. Up on the blocks, fuel in. Quick stop right there by Louis Cavalieri. Warnemont, Wheeler, and Rivkin. Warnemont in the all white with black wing, white rims. Carson working right side, makes the turn, coming back to the start-finish line. There he is, Warnemont 38-4. Second place, Wheeler, 38 flat. Tanner Denny in the top 3, 38-3, 43-1 for Rivkin. Now Tanner Denny a problem on the front side double. That little bobble there gives Rivkin the advantage, so Rivkin now third. Side by side, wheel to wheel. Tanner Denny makes the outside pass. Rivkin pretty tentative coming off that straightaway right there. Truey in the mix as well. And remember, we've been talking about how great Truey is in the 7-pack. He didn't have a chance to show it right there. Cole Ogden another 2 back, so it's going to be a 4-way battle. Cole Ogden out of nowhere. He was back in the pack 15 minutes ago, but here he is in contention, and now True with a mistake. Tanner Denny with a mistake as well. And Cole Ogden to the inside, down the backside. Rivkin had inside position, started to drift it out wide when he got on the brakes, though. Warnemont and Josh Wheeler the top 2. Ogden, a beautiful pass if he can make it stick, and he does. Ogden in the purple. And Rivkin gets all over his back door and then collects Truey. So Ogden makes the turn, headed to the triple now. Rivkin nails the triple. Truey looks good in that section as well. Down the front side, Cole Ogden, little wheel wiggle for the folks here on the front. Up onto the back with 4 minutes to go. So a ton of time remaining here. Who's going to make a mistake? And a mistake by your leader. Not that it's going to matter that much. That just puts Wheeler a little bit closer. Ogden, Rivkin, and Truey. And now it's Rivkin that tosses it around in that 7. And that puts Truey up a spot. So it's Ogden who comes onto the right side double. And the purple Losi at the line right there, 38-1. Mike Truey, 38-2. Rivkin, 39-3. So Warnemont bumped into this one. Wheeler started 4th. Ogden bumped into this one by taking the win in the C main. And now Ogden a mistake on the backside triple, and that's going to move Rivkin up. Upside down. And that is Ogden. So just like that, Ogden goes from 3rd to about 5th or 6th. Back to the front side, and look who's charging. No factory support, Fisher. Up into the top 5 right there, 2.1 back from Rivkin. Rivkin just a 2nd back from Truey. Truey at this point holds down the 3rd and final transfer position into the Pro A main. Truey in the yellow and blue, yellow rims, white wing in the Serpent. Double, double. Unable to do that perfect double, double, double single route. And now Ogden off the track. That's Johnson, Kyle Johnson with the Mugen off the track early. Ogden still working out there in 6th. Actually 7th. Tanner Denny picks up 6th. Cole Ogden down a spot to 7th. Then Tyler Vick, Martin Beyer working 8th and 9th. Bornhorst rounds out the top 10. Warnemont in the white, leading the way by 4.1. Another 8 seconds back to Truey. Then Rivkin coming into the 7. On the outside, Fisher. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Spencer Rivkin in the blue and purple. Coming to the front side. 1:20 on the clock. Rivkin, a serious threat to transfer up into that main. Fisher out of sorts, upside down. Fought back all the way, and now problems, and Tanner Denny off the track on the backside with an issue. Not a mechanical, just craziness happening in the last 30 seconds here in this one. Ogden now picks up a spot on Fisher. Tanner Denny trails Fisher then. Warnemont, Wheeler, and Rivkin the top 3 with now under a minute to go. So I've got Associated, X-Ray, and Associated looking to move up into the A to complete our 15-car field. Mike Truey, 4 back, so a good cushion there for Rivkin. Cole Ogden, Fisher, and Tanner Denny, that's 5th, 6th, and 7th. 35 seconds on the clock now, 35. There's Rivkin with that blue to purple into the 7-pack. Taking it a little bit easy now. Truey, the closest to him. Truey 4th, but he's about 4 seconds behind. Warnemont, 38-3. He's looked very, very fast through this one. Fisher now off the track, broke. Or out of fuel, one of the two. Warnemont, Wheeler, Rivkin, top 3. Truey, 3.7 back. Time expires. Tanner Denny below, we caught you. Or we'll catch you this time by. There's Vic done. So the top 3 right now, Warnemont up by 5. Wheeler in the 2. He's got another 8 on Rivkin. Warnemont done. At the line, Josh Wheeler puts X-Ray into the A main. And how about this? Spencer Rivkin, who has driven very little in Nitro over the last couple years, and he makes the show while bumping up. So Warnemont, Wheeler, Rivkin. Moving on, Mike Truey gave it a good shot. He ends up 4th. Cole Ogden 5th. Then Tanner Denny, Tyler Vick, Martin Beyer, Bornhorst, Savoya down through 10. Why don't you give me the top 5 in tech? Warnemont, Wheeler, Rivkin, Truey, and Ogden. Need those drivers in tech, please. Dave Henry to timing, please. Dave Henry to timing, please. Want to let you guys know we are going to pre-tech for Pro A. We are going to pre-tech the Pro A, so make sure you get there early.
Stand up here on the driver's stand and just got done with the Pro Buggy B main. Carson Warnemont bumping up from the C main, got all the way through the field and taking home the win here in the B.
Oh yeah, I had some problems in qualifying, so kind of set me back in the finals, but played it easy in the C main. The car didn't have that good of a pace, but went back, made some changes, tried some stuff in the warm-up. We changed the car. I kind of rolled the dice on the tire. I ran X3 hole shots, and they were just hooked up the whole time, and it was awesome. So my car is just fast through the whole run, and I think we got the pace for the final. So
we understand that you were the one that pioneered some of the changes to the associated prototype buggy, and then you've been making a lot of changes to the car suspension-wise throughout the weekend. You think you got something good for the long races?
Yeah. I definitely think that we found something, and between me, Ryan, and Spencer in the main, that we'll have some cars towards the front for sure. So looking forward to it.
Congratulations, Carson. Warnemont getting into another dirt Pro Buggy B main. And Josh Wheeler also jumping into another Pro Buggy B main. Long race there. And a lot of drivers are vying for those 3 transfer spots, and you got one.
Yeah, it was good. Had a tough time in qualifying. Started off slow, but yeah, everything was good. My car is really good. I think I'm going to change tires for the main, but run what Carson ran, and I think I'll be good.
The X-Ray guys, you're on the XB9. Yeah, Uri Hootie here all the way from the Czech Republic. How helpful is he having the designer of the car around at the track with you?
Oh, it's very helpful. They were able to do a lot of testing beforehand, so we really got the car on point, and so I'm happy with it and ready to go for the main.
Well, absolutely. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then we got Spencer Rivkin here jumping into his first Pro Buggy main at the Dirt Nitro Challenge. An electric driver through and through, but getting it done here in the half-hour B.
Yeah, I mean, I started off racing Nitro back at the Nitro pit, and I stopped for a little bit and got back into electric. And the Team Associated guys let me use the prototype buggy for this B main and this whole weekend, and it was really good. It was easy to drive, and you know, all these drivers that are in my main, they've been racing for 20 years. I mean, I didn't let that intimidate me, so it was pretty good, and I just didn't crash as much as they did.
If you've been doing a lot of electric races, which are always just short sprints, you know, even in that main, it's just kind of a long endurance race. You got pit stops. You know, when something bad happens, you still have time to regroup and get back at it.
Yeah, I mean, electric races, it's only like 5 minutes long. These natural races are 30 minutes long or an hour long, so you definitely have to keep your head in it, and you can't give up no matter what happens.
Congratulations, Spencer.
Thanks.
The top 3 drivers in the B main going to the Pro Buggy A. Now we get to get in some A main racing here with our first title of the night.